Back to another YouTube video. It's your boy Uriah G. Today we're gonna react to how Roman Reigns' return could rock WWE. Let's get right into the video.
Roman Reigns stands as the singular most important figure in WWE's current landscape, a symbol of continuity, transformation, and star power in an era defined by unpredictability and transition. His presence is not just advantageous for the company, it is essential. WWE needs Roman Reigns right now more than ever because he is the centerpiece of storytelling, ratings, ticket sales, and the brand's global recognition. In a time when other major stars are either part-time or
He definitely is. Before Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns was carrying the company in a sense, and he was carrying the company, and there's also rumors of him coming back at Money in the Bank.
aging out of consistent performance. Reigns offers WWE both immediate returns and long-term stability. His ability to draw massive attention through compelling character work, a magnetic aura, and marquee matchups is unparalleled in the current wrestling world. Roman Reigns' return in 2020 marked the beginning of a transformative period for WWE, with his tribal chief character redefining what a top heel could look like. This reinvention wasn't just about character evolution, it was a complete overhaul of WWE's main event scene. For years, WWE had struggled to find a face that could carry the company through the post-Cena era, experimenting with different talents and directions. Reigns, after years of
Roman Reigns definitely worked his way to the top. He was getting booed way before he was a heel. So I guess, Roman Reigns wanted that character change, but in order for him to come back, you remember COVID era when he won the title? He wanted that moment, and I guess he wanted to be a heel.
polarizing reactions, finally stepped into a role that resonated with virtually every audience segment. His dominance was not merely about winning matches, it was about embodying control, legacy, and relevance. Without him, WWE loses the linchpin of this multi-year narrative arc that has elevated not just himself, but also those around him. The Bloodline storyline has been a masterclass in long-term storytelling, a rarity in modern professional wrestling. This storyline has elevated numerous performers: Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa, Sami Zayn, and even Kevin Owens, because of Roman Reigns' central presence. Each match, each promo, and each interaction carried weight because it was tied to Reigns' influence and manipulation. He has
The storyline and all that stuff.
been portrayed as a calculating, psychologically complex champion who doesn't just win, but ensures others lose in ways that further his power. Removing Reigns from the current landscape would strip the company of its most compelling and commercially successful narrative in over a decade. From a financial perspective, Roman Reigns is a major driver of WWE's profitability. Premium live events featuring Reigns have drawn consistently high viewership numbers. His matches headline stadium shows and bring in substantial gate revenue. He is a magnet for merchandise sales.
Yeah, he definitely was top selling merchandise. Everyone came to see Roman Reigns, so of course the tickets and all that stuff was to him.
And a recognizable figure to casual fans and mainstream audiences alike. His crossover potential, whether in interviews, commercials, or potential Hollywood projects, places him in a rare echelon of WWE superstars who can bring in viewers that don't typically watch wrestling. WWE is a business, and Reigns is a business asset whose presence on a card virtually guarantees heightened interest and increased revenue. Moreover, WWE's strategic partnership with Endeavor and the resulting formation of TKO Group Holdings only magnifies the need for a transcendent star who can be marketed across multiple platforms. Roman Reigns fits this need perfectly. He offers legitimacy and prestige, both in wrestling terms and in corporate valuation. The media rights era of WWE
I'll make sure to put the description of this video in the the link of the description in my description of my video. You know what I mean.
that TV ratings are not just a metric, they are a form of currency. Roman Reigns consistently draws strong segments, spikes in viewership, and high levels of social media engagement. His absence would represent a substantial
Pretty much I'm gonna put the link of this video in my description. Let's get to the video.
dip in all of these areas, making his continued involvement vital for WWE's broadcast and streaming partners. In terms of locker room leadership, Roman Reigns is not just a performer but a tone setter. He commands respect backstage and leads by example, maintaining a work ethic that younger talent can emulate. This matters in an industry where locker room morale and discipline can directly
I definitely agree on that. A lot of, wrestlers respect Roman Reigns. Some wrestlers don't respect certain wrestlers because, it's stuff backstage heat. People have problems with each other, working with each other. Just like any type of company, anything could happen for any type of sports or any job.
influenced the quality of the product. His career trajectory, from being rejected by fans as a babyface to earning universal praise as a heel, also serves as a blueprint for growth and perseverance. Talent looking to rise through the ranks can study his evolution as a case study in how to reinvent oneself and ultimately earn the fans' respect. Reigns also brings consistency to WWE programming. In an environment where stars are frequently injured, take time off, or move to different brands, having a central figure that grounds the show is crucial. Reigns provides this consistency, anchoring SmackDown and serving as a narrative bridge between brands and events. His matches feel like must-see moments, and his segments are treated with the gravity of high-stakes drama. This consistent elevation of his appearances adds prestige to the title.
2015 Roman Reigns, he came down the rafters. This was a house event, WWE live event. He came down the rafters and I touched his arm. Yeah, I just had to share that with you guys. You guys comment down below, what wrestling interactions did you guys come across, Did you come across them at a gas station, a restaurant, or did y'all, ask for the autograph or take a picture?
He holds and lends credibility to the championship picture, which is essential in maintaining the integrity of WWE's hierarchy. His in-ring psychology and storytelling ability have improved significantly, making his matches less about athleticism and more about narrative cohesion. Each move he makes is deliberate, layered with emotion and intent. He doesn't just perform in matches, he tells stories that captivate audiences across generations. Whether it's
I feel like, it took a while for his character to, repackaging and making him who he is today as a wrestling star.
Low-burn feud with a family member or a brutal showdown with a rival, Reigns controls the pace and tone in a way few others can. This level of storytelling elevates the entire card, creating ripple effects that improve the overall quality of WWE programming. WWE also needs Roman Reigns because there is currently no one else who can carry the mantle at his level. While Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and a few others are strong performers and over with the crowd, none of them have demonstrated the same level of crossover appeal, storyline gravitas, and long-term drawing power. WWE has tried to build new stars, and while progress is being made, none have reached the stature of Reigns. He is the yardstick by which future main eventers will be measured. His presence forces others to step up their game, fostering a competitive environment that ultimately benefits the product. Furthermore, WWE's global reach relies on having ambassadors who can resonate across cultures and markets. Roman Reigns has proven to be such a figure, with fan bases in North America, Europe, Asia, and the
Who knows, he might just get his title back.
Middle East. WWE's international expansion, including events in Saudi Arabia and other emerging markets, relies heavily on having recognizable stars who command global attention. Roman Reigns not only fills this role, but excels at it. His presentation, demeanor, and charisma transcend language barriers, making him an ideal face for WWE's global ambitions. His ability to blur the line between fiction and reality adds another layer of depth to WWE's programming. In an age where fans are hyper-aware of backstage politics and creative direction, Reigns uses this knowledge to his advantage. Promos often incorporate elements of real-life struggle, legacy, and criticism.
Yeah, his promos improved through years. I can definitely say that.
Creating a meta-narrative that keeps fans invested. This sophisticated engagement with the audience sets him apart from others.
That's the show debut right there, man. That was what, 2011, 2012. It was like Ryback versus CM Punk, Cena.
Who relies solely on traditional heel or face tropes. He plays a complex character whose motivations are rooted in familial pressure, personal pride, and the desire for immortality in the annals of wrestling history. Roman Reigns also serves as a foil to other characters, providing a benchmark that enhances the arcs of everyone who comes into contact with him. His feuds are not just about wins and losses, they're about proving something, either to him or to the audience. A match against Reigns is a rite of passage, a crucible through which stars are forged. Whether they win or lose, their careers are elevated by sharing the ring with him. This kind of impact cannot be overstated. Without him, WWE loses its most effective tool for legitimizing and elevating.
I mean, he was like the biggest member of the Shield.
The next generation. He has also redefined
Not career-wise, because they all have their own accolades.
the nature of WWE's heel archetype. Gone are the days of cowardly villains who rely solely on cheap heat and underhanded tactics. Reigns is a dominant, calculating, and psychologically manipulative heel who doesn't need to run from a fight. He's a villain the audience respects, sometimes even roots for, because of the depth and nuance in his portrayal. This has added richness to WWE's storytelling and made the heel-face dynamic more compelling. Audiences are no longer fed black and white morality plays. They're given shades of gray, and Reigns thrives in that ambiguity. Roman's commitment commitment to character consistency across platforms, from weekly shows to social media, adds credibility to WWE's storytelling. He never breaks character, maintaining a level of immersion that draws viewers into the kayfabe world. This dedication enhances WWE's efforts to present itself not just as a wrestling promotion, but as a form of episode.
He's definitely gonna do more with the company. He's gonna win more titles and do more. I heard that he has a couple more years. I don't know, but yeah.
Character-driven entertainment. In a world of fragmented attention spans and streaming competition, having a character who remains compelling across all mediums is a massive asset. WWE's creative direction also benefits immensely from Reigns' presence. His storylines set the tone and tempo for broader narrative arcs. When creative hits a slump, the Bloodline saga provides a fallback that can reignite interest. The long-term booking associated with Reigns' character proves that patience and payoff can still work in today's wrestling climate. It reestablishes trust between the promotion and its audience, showing that investing time into storylines can lead to satisfying conclusions. This is something few modern characters can achieve, and Reigns has become the cornerstone of this narrative trust. Additionally, Roman Reigns bridges generational gaps among fans. Older viewers appreciate the callbacks to past legends and the familial legacy he represents as a member of the Anoa'i.
Yep. Gotta think about the dynasty, the legacy that he holds.
Younger fans are captivated by his presentation, dominance, and unmatched charisma. This multi-generational appeal is rare and invaluable. He brings together disparate audience segments in a way few others can, making him an indispensable part of WWE's ecosystem. His legacy is still being written, but even now it's clear that he has altered the course of WWE history. Removing him from the picture would not just leave a gap, it would fundamentally disrupt the narrative, financial, and cultural foundation that WWE has built around him. In a world where attention is fleeting and entertainment is abundant, Roman Reigns is WWE's anchor, and right now, the company needs him more than.
That was how Roman Reigns' return could rock WWE. Tell me what you guys want to see next in the comments down below. I got more videos coming. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment, and yeah, Uriah out.